Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail Self, and today we're doing another edition of Steam Roulette, where today we are doing Rift. That's right, the MMORPG. It just recently went to a free-to-play model, so while I did buy Rift on release a while ago, and I was subscribed to it briefly, I'm coming back like plenty of people because it is free-to-play, so now I don't have to buy a subscription just to play the game. So I know some of you are familiar with MMORPGs, some of you aren't, so I'm going to go over a few of the basics real quick as we have some crazy people with some crazy items kind of standing in front of us here. So let me just see how quickly I can go through this because Rift is a little complicated. Like most MMORPGs, there is a learning curve. It's not like World of Warcraft where every little thing is handed to you. But still, it's very accessible, and I do recommend you play it because, after all, it doesn't cost anything. So let's go ahead and start. My dude is named Unknowing. He is currently level 13, and he is a mage. He's with the Defiant, which is one of the two factions in the game. They are a technology-based faction for the pretty interesting backstory, and his race is Eth, which is kind of the Defiant equivalent of human. And he doesn't have a ton going on for him. He does have just one augment here, an unstable source core. Like I said, I'm in the very early questing stages of this. Now just a few things to highlight about Rift, just real quick. First off, it is a nice looking game, and hopefully that translates in the video, but one thing I really like is the skill tree here. We can do a quick pause. Sorry, I just had to take care of the baby there just a little bit. But anyway, what we have going on here is this is the talent tree, and it is much like the old World of Warcraft or many RPG or MMO skill trees in that you have skills that you can put in as you level up, and they will sometimes give you actual skills like piercing beam, or sometimes they'll just give you flat ability increases such as 10% spell power. But the two things that make Rift stand out in my mind first off is you can pick and choose how you go up trees. You have 3 trees that you can combine here. I'm a Harbinger, Pyromancer, Chloromancer. So pretty much my biggest part of this is that I am a melee mage. I try and smack around things with my weapon. But as you go down here, the more points you put up here, so you have 13 points here, I get extra skills the more points I put up in here. The next skill I'll unlock, which is Luminous Weapon, I get when I get 16 skill points. But you can't just dump them all in one place. Like I've had to put some points in Pyromancer with Ignition, which is good for fire spells, but I'll show you why when we start killing things. So my next skill countdown is at 8 there. Chloromancer is actually a healing soul, and I do have one little buff, Radiant Spores, that'll kind of heal me slightly. But eventually I am going to want to get some other healing abilities, especially since Chloromancer is one of the big healing specs. Now you can see that I'm standing around right now with a staff, and I could spend a long time talking about basics mechanics, but I'm kind of just want to jump in here. So we have a staff. That's exciting, I guess, because I am a mage, as I have some guards walking right through me. Whatever. Let me get out of the high traffic area a little bit because we are at the front of Meridian, which is kind of the big city here. But my guy's goal is to hit things melee style, and what I do is use a sword, a lightning blade. Now the Harbinger gets different kinds of weapons, but pretty much what you start out with is your 2 big buffs are your weapon buff and then your Eldritch armor. And while you can get mounts pretty early, and actually since the free-to-play store opened you can buy mounts with real money, but that's not my speed. Mounts only cost 2 platinum. I almost have 2 platinum. I'll be there pretty soon, and I played MMORPGs for a good while in my gaming career. I can handle a little early level walking. Back well before they gave you speed increases just out of the blue to please everybody. Yeah, I guess I just pulled the back of my day card. So let's see here. We're going to go and just start by trying to jump into some immediate combat because there's plenty of things to like in Rift. It is a game that I actually really did like. I just couldn't justify paying a subscription fee. And one of the first things you'll know about Rift is the actual rifts. And you can see here, I think this is a rift that just got closed. Yep. And that guy soloed it as 36, which you can. But you'll have rifts randomly appear in zones, and they'll give you different enemies to kill. See, I can't actually mine that because it requires 35 mining, so I'm going to have to go back and level that. But rifts spawn randomly, they give you bunches of monsters you have to kill, and you get rewards for them to do that, so it's all good. And see, there's another minor rift here, it's level 16 to 18, so it's something that will kill the crap out of me if I try and solo it. So hopefully we can get in on that action in just a little bit. And you can see on my mini-map here, there are different places where I can actually try and gather, and I can actually pick this up. Hooray! Not so bad. So you have gathering skills, you have trade skills to do. I primarily have gathering skills because this is my first character on this server and I want to make some money. So basic MMO gameplay, you get quests, you have goals. This is pretty much the someone's about the lakeside. The Abyssal cult worship this dude, a dragon god of water. Everything the Abyssal does is hidden beneath layers of secrets and occult mysteries. Are they even here? I'm not sure yet. Something's not right, like a voice in my head that won't go away. And I get a fisherman's backpack, which is, I believe, just a bag. Yeah, bags are a premium item in this game, and now I have more bag slots. So they want me to, this person wants me to investigate. You can see this person has a familiar floating around, or actually that's an air elemental, and you're running around kind of naked. And you're running around actually just about naked too, so yay, I guess. So they want me to investigate what's going on. The faceless man believes the Abyssal is operating in the lakeside outpost, so pretty much I need to find evidence of strange activity, talk to Lena Linder, and investigate the lakeside outpost docks because she wants a fresh face to go in and investigate.
Deeply honored.
So let me just give you a little rundown of where I'm at. What you play in Rift is I'm in the area of Free March, which is the opening level. As a Defiant, you play as a person who's come from the future, from the actual end of the world. You've been sent back into the past to try and take on this dude named Regulos, who is a big, scary, bad guy. So kind of the big bad theory there. And you start off in Free March, which is kind of an area that's overrun by death cults. So your job is to go and try and fix things, and there's just kind of just an interesting introduction to the world. Let's see here. Trash laden barrel. I get to dig through trash here. Typical MMO fare. And oh, good, a half-human hand. Evidence of strange activity. This human hand is covered in scales as nails have split from front of the fingers and has been severed from its owner. Pleasant. And what does Mayor Jaren have to say? Mayor Jaren, greetings, air breather. Do you like jellyfish? Great, I'm glad you called me air breather. And let's see here, Haley Myers, greetings fellow air breather. So this sounds like a place where I could just pack up, bring my family, and be good friends. So there's another rift over there. We may investigate that rift. I'm not sure if it's going to be to our level. Greetings, Eth. I'm doing normal human things because I am a normal human. Alright. That is, I'm glad that you are a normal human too. Let's see what that rift is first. And then we'll continue with that quest of doing the lakeside investigation because I'm sorry, that's some funny banter, but so you're a forest spider. Let's go ahead and just clear the path. So I do have a lot of ranged attacks. And then eventually I go and slash things. At least for now in the early game, I kill a lot of things before they ever become a threat to me. Like I do a lot of range damage here. But the basic skills that I'm doing here are Fireball, which my Eldritch Armor will let me recharge and use faster. Flame Bolt, which is a instant attack. Blazing Light, which increases my dodge chance. Storm's Fury, which deals air damage and counts as a slashing attack. You want to do as many slashing attacks as you can with this build. And let's see, I joined a public group here. I thought actually this place was going to shut down. That doesn't seem to be the case. So this is what rifts are. You get to go and try and kill things as fast as you can. You have a lot of stuff you gotta clear, and I don't know if we'll be able to do this in time. Because this guy is beating all over me. Yeah, rifts are kind of like random events, kind of loot pinatas, and yeah, we get a bonus stage. Oh look, it's a giant titan looking guy. I don't know if we can kill him or not. And defeat the corrupted Granite-born champion. It's just kind of like big fights that happen all over the place. Oh, he's not elite, so pretty easy. Yay, there we go. So see, look, we sealed the rift. I get to meet Palinor of the Storm. And because we did that, and I gave some contribution, I get a little grab bag here, which gives me some planerite, which is currency used to purchase common and common goods from merchants. And you want that in soul silver, which is just a useful item, so take all that. Planerite is something you will be getting a lot of in this game, and using a lot of. So I have multiple resources as a mage. As that showed a little bit of combat there. I have basic health, basic mana, and then charge. I don't really have too much in the way of skills that use charge yet, except for internalized charge, which increases damage by 10%, uses charge while active, but it doesn't stay super active for super long. So what I actually need to do in part is go ahead and sell some of my goods.
Seconds to purchase.
So what do I want to sell? I want to save you. I do have some bag space. I can't use that because it's a warrior item. That you see all the minuses there, that item's actually an offhand, but still I'd rather use the item that I have. This sword's not terrible. Piercing gloves, not too great. So yeah, I'm just trying to clear some inventory space right now. I probably could have auctioned some of that stuff off and made a little bit of money, but let's work with what we got. So let's see, we have all of our normal human townsfolk. And the last part of this quest is we have our little tracker log here is investigate the lakeside outpost docks. So what do we got? Surely nothing possibly wrong. Oh look, an abyssal mystic. Since you're red, you're dead. And it may be that I don't have to melee you that much, but you are a few levels ahead of me. Anytime that icon pops up right there, that's for Elder Charmer. That's its proc happening, which decreases cooldown of one of my spells by a lot. So let's see here. Okay, so you turned into a fish dude, as we say. Kind of not cool if you're gonna try and attack me. Don't be a fish. So it's your distilled life essence. So I'm still trying to investigate the docks. I think that counts. So obviously these normal looking humans aren't super normal humans. And unfortunately, I'd like to start from range, but I'm just going to have to go melee you for a while. And I have my Elder Charmer buff again, so I can attack something really fast if I want to. But no, we get our quest complete, and that just means we have to look back up here. And let's see here, this is the Lakeside Outpost node item thing. Not too much to do, other than just to go back up. MMORPGs, if you haven't played them before, there is a lot of walking around. Things do take time, but it's because you're going through a large world, so it's kind of a conceit there. Do you get eventually things to let you travel faster? Yes, but at least in the early levels, everything's big, everything's bright, everything's new. And one thing that's really nice, let me just see here, that is a sword that I don't want. Let's see here, that is an offhand totem. It's a little better than what I had before. And just so you know, even though I'm a melee mage, my primary stats are still caster stats. So that's why I'm sticking with my caster staff. Oh, what? Sorry, so this is continuing the quest here. Lost but not found. What? Oh, sorry, I can't shake since I'm being watched. The coldest you saw the docks are almost certainly just foot soldiers. Those behind the darker magics are somewhere hidden. I've seen people slipping out of the smoldering remains of the old meadow farm. I have a feeling there's an evil force there, so travel northeast to the lakeside outpost of the old meadow farm and investigate what the cultists are up to.
Best of luck.
So yay, let's go and investigate. And actually I have another quest over there that I need to kill even more things. But as I was saying before, I mean, when you're in a lower level, you just have a whole wide new world to explore. And the nice thing about Rift is that because I didn't really play it very much, early. I was trying to run it on my Mac through Windows, through whatever it's called, Boot Camp. And while it worked okay, it's just annoying to keep trying running it. So I kind of gave up on it. But as a result, that means that I don't know a lot about Rift. This is all kind of a big new world to me. So that's exciting. And now that it's free to play, it's kind of I can see that my relationship with Path of Exile developing here too, where it's a good game, I enjoy it, but because I'm not paying for it, I can just kind of come and go from it as I please, which is pretty refreshing. I played WoW for a very long time. I never got super into the raiding scene. I did a little bit in the Burning Crusade, but the schedule didn't exactly match up with what I was doing, because that was right around when I had my first job and all that stuff. And wait a minute, did I just see that is an ashwood log on the ground? I apparently have to have 35 foraging skill to pick up a log. I got nothing. But that's how it goes. It's kind of like, hey look, it's a flower. I guess we don't want to destroy it because it's ashwood. Don't know for sure, but this quest is simple, just kill cultists, and that's what a lot of the gameplay is for these things. It's just go here, go there, do this, kill that, fetch me a stick. It's here. Distilled life, used to set this for an artifact. Alright, I'll show you. I can tell you a little bit about that, because artifacts was something I did a long time ago. It's like, it's essentially items that you can collect. I think you get some experience for it. But, like I said, I don't know a ton about this game. That's why I'm doing a Steam Roulette of it instead of saying, hey look, Rift, maybe I should pick it up again. And maybe I will pick it up again. I'm not super sure one way or the other, but it's nice that it's there. And even though it kind of sucks that a game that had been doing so well on a subscription service has to go free to play, their cash shop has a lot of things that, from what people say, are very well priced. So while it is, to an extent, pay to win, certainly more so than Path of Exile, because you can get gold boost, you can get experience boost, and some of that is just from subscribing. It's still something where a lot of the cosmetic and neat stuff you can buy for really, really cheap. So let's see here. I investigated the outpost. Worth 1,000 words. See the past events in the Scarred Mire. I don't think that's supposed to be here, because I'm at Old Meadow Farm right now. So right now my Harbinger, which apparently I read later on after I rolled this character, because this was not a class that was, or this was not, excuse me, a soul that was available, the Harbinger soul, until the first and only expansion for Rift, Storm Legion, was made available. I've heard some people say, oh my god, Harbinger's so overplayed. Well, the reason I picked it was because you can't really do a melee mage in WoW. I wanted to try and pick something that was new for me to play, so that was pretty fun. And what the hell? Guard soldier, sanctuary guards. I don't know what this is, but I think I'm going to die. Let me just see. I don't know what they're doing. Interesting. Well, whoever you are, you just got killed, and unfortunately my quest giver is giving pursuit and now not giving pursuit. So that may have been just a random Guardian patrol. Guardian is the other faction.
Good to
I don't
see
know. Phew, I'm sorry, pressure in my head is becoming worse, making it hard to focus. Wait, you saw a pile of bodies, including the mares. I've seen him plain as day walking the outpost. By the number of bodies you reported, most of the villagers have been replaced by fates. We have gotten here too late. Well, that's exciting. So let's see here. Abyssal Secret. It sounds like the Abyssals are preparing for a full-scale invasion of Meridian, which is their city. Yeah, I've been had waking nightmares about that, so kill the Abyssal Mystics and Anarchist, or Arcanist in the docks. Yay, and then a story quest. The Abyssal cast glamour to disguise their agents as humans. This device reveals what they are from. I have my own task. I realize that Abyssal leader has been torturing me psychically but I can use this connection to find him, then we'll make him pay. So use the transmutation idol on the townsfolk of Lakeside of us, or reveal the imposter, and then return. So we're gonna try and do the story quest, save this lady from going crazy. But yeah, there is a lot of back and forth in this game. I won't deny that, and that makes it so that this game is not exactly for everyone, or MMO as a genre is not exactly for everyone. But there is some things like the quests, or like the rifts that pop up, those kind of break up the dynamic. You'll sometimes get pop-ups to complete adventures, which is where you and other people will get to go and do little events across the zone. Some of them are interesting, some of them are a little more just like, hey, I'm doing quests anyway. But you get rewards for it. It breaks up the flow. And so there's a lot of interesting things to do in Rift. So what we're going to do here is pretty much just try and complete this quest, starting with Mayor, who, hey, look, you are the deep one, or a deep one. So all we're going to do is just say, hey, buddy, let's actually not have you kill me, please. So, oh, what a cute sound. Hey, Harley Myers. Greetings, Airbreather. Do you like jellyfish? Yes, I do like jellyfish, actually. They are my friends. So let's see, how long... I guess that ability is manually activated and deactivated, because that drains my charge and gives me 10% damage. So let's see here. Are you going to call me Air Breather? Yes, you are. So you're going to die. Now, I am currently playing on a PvP server, but I don't think I'm in a zone where I'm going to see a lot of PvP right now. But there is, oddly, I find it a little odd at least, but I can see why considering Rift's population. There's only one North American PvP server. Which sucks a little bit. It means the population's all in one place, but on nights like tonight where the game's just launched, you can't really do anything but sit and wait in the queue. I'm going the wrong way here. So let's see here. There's a minor rift here up there. I don't know if I'm going to get to it in time, but damn it, we're going to try, because I want you all to see a full rift event. And actually what I can do, if I can get there in time, I can use what's called a planar lure, and I can actually open up the rift myself and start the event. And that gives me, I believe, at least some bonus rewards. But I am level 13. I have a pretty good build, I have a pretty good sense of what I'm trying to do. So we'll see if I can actually open it myself. It looks like maybe some other people have similar ideas. It's not really a race though, because if you haven't already noticed, when people kill things... Yeah, let's join the public group. When people kill things, when you attack the same things, you get shared loot. That's pretty cool. You can do damage to something that's not like WoW, where whoever tags something first gets credit for it, and nobody else gets a damn thing. This game is very much about trying to help people, even before Guild Wars was Guild Wars having similar features. So let's see here. I've got to try and kill these like 15 guys before they completely drain my life. And we have a few other people here, and some that are disconnected as well. So stage complete. Now we have another way of kill Hellbound Warriors, which are a lot bigger. And like I said, this game is visually impressive and runs on reasonable hardware. I do have it on really high settings though, so that I can record smoothly and play pretty nice. So there's a third one I don't see him. There he is. And somebody just yanked him all the way across. And as other people see this, they can join the public group, or they can just go and kill. Everyone gets contribution points based on the amount of damage that you do. Next is kill the venomous hellbug, who's getting some buffs, some debuffs. Like I said, it's just some of these are pretty straightforward, some are pretty interesting events. But we are in a fire rift, so a lot of these are fire things. So next is sick cow. We want to kill sick cows to expose hellbursters, apparently. There we go. Hey, hellburster. And that is a warrior there. So actually, let's use my Eldritch ability and actually cast Fireball and use some of that instance. So see, you also have a time limit here. If I was doing this by myself, I might struggle to get things in really quick. And I'm still in the first zone here. Once I get out of here, I'm sure there won't be oodles of people trying to clear rifts, but considering how many people are leveling right now, especially in the early stages, it's entirely possible that I'll see plenty of other players. There we go. Did I get him? Let's see, 14 out of 16 bugs. Almost there. There we go. Slash you down. So stage complete, the invasive species. Next stage, kill the Hellbug Monarch, who's also not an elite, which surprises me just a little bit. But I guess since this is an area zone event or quest, which you can get what are known as rift invasions, where things will go around, spawn all over the place, and everybody in the zone has to deal with it, or the zone map, quest givers, all that can get royally screwed up. I don't know why you just transport there, but I'll not worry about it because we just sealed the rift. And we're going to leave out the fruit, but we still get our bonus Planerite. We still get a Needling Flame, which deals 20% of incoming damage back to enemy on hit. So pretty good item there. And yeah, we're actually starting a fire invasion, it looks like, because we have a minor earth rift. So we actually have quite a few things up here. We have a few invading forces going around, and if they go and check, they'll start to... If you walk across them at the wrong time, they will fuck you up. But yeah, I just wanted you to see a full rift event, and if I hadn't already had full planar charges, I would have gotten another one. There's some special abilities you can use planar charges for. That includes things like summon a Defiant force to attack target planar idol. I mean, that's something that I just haven't... those are words I'm reading off a page, but I don't really have a mental connection yet, because I haven't played Rift that far or that long. So we'll just go on here with our Harbinger Unknowing, which I'm glad I was able to keep his stuff, because I don't know if you can get the Harbinger Soul specifically for free now. I think you can, but you can't immediately roll one from the start, so I'll have to check that. So let's see here. My goal here now is to... looks like it's to kill people here. We definitely want to get rid of these mystics, because they're obviously part of the cult and they're out in the open, but we do have another item here that will give us another quest. So it's here, Eldritch Attack. The text in the scroll seems to move and squirm before your eyes, but it appears to be some kind of order. Some of the illustrations indicate that they are doing something with the collected weapons resting in the racks on the docks. Our plan is it can't be good, so collect the weaponry. Yay, I can do that one. So I have to collect weapons, and I have to kill mystics. And I get a deep one who's coming to say hello to me. Hello. So kill you. Kill you. Not so bad. Get plenty of items. I guess, yeah, those look like weapons up there. There's another anarchist up there, or arcanist, excuse me. I keep wanting to say anarchist, which is obvious because you heard me say anarchist. So weaponry part 1, and then other miscellaneous items. Looks like we have more weapons on the boat, yeah. 2 weapons. Let's go ahead and kill this arcanist. So at least I can fire from a distance. Though of course you're just going to cast back at me, so kill you, quick fireball. Which you can't always see what I'm doing here, but when that buff does come up, the instant fireballs are really nice. So 3 weapons. And I think just one more. Have I actually killed enough people here? Maybe. It's entirely possible. But it looks like I'm going to be making multiple friends here. So another instant fireball right there, or near instant. You can move and not get it. So one more weaponry, which is there. I almost just ran off without it. So let's go ahead and turn these in, and I think that's a decent enough quick look at Rift. I just want to do a few little quests. Kind of completed one zone here, did the story quest. You see there's other rifts already popping up. There's a fire rift, there's a rift tear, and these are minor, they're not major, but if I did want to go around and hop and do rifts, it's not the most efficient way to level, not even close. Questing in this game is the most efficient way to level, but it is something that you can do. I mean, if you want to farm planerite this early, that's fine. If you want to just have some fun and blow things up and meet other people, or at least work with other people, that works too, because this is an MMORPG. Shouldn't we be playing along? So let's turn these stuff in. Washed away the story quests. Good work revealing the imposter. I too was successful. Using the psychic connection, I've located the abyssal Fathom Lord. He is beautiful, and he's waiting for you. So let's see here. I get some gloves. Those are actually an improvement, so I will go ahead and equip them. Let's see here. Then Eldritch Attack. Get some extra experience. And then the cultists mediate an abyssal marker to travel swiftly their master out to sea. Used to reach Fathom Lord Bula or whatever, and end his threat for good. Once you're victorious, alert Grand Station while I send word to Meridian. So mediate at abyssal marker near Lakeside Outpost, and we can get a good item. So
I am deeply honored.
Let's go ahead and go to the abyssal marker. We'll have to kind of walk around town. I keep saying, hey, we're going to finish this video, but I figure might as well show you at least one little quest chain here, because this area is kind of funny. I'm sorry, it's guys like, hey, I am human-like, therefore I am human. So let's see, where is the marker? Is it on that boat that I just cleared, or is it actually in the water? Looks like it might be on the boat, or it might be in the water. Well, I can crack a few skulls. Nothing I haven't done before. Won't take too long. But yay, doing some melee strike damage. And slash attacks are important because any slash attack can trigger Eldritch Armor, which we want, as I probably said way too many times already. So, are we under the water then? Yes, we are. So let's mediate. Mediating, that's not what I think of when I think of mediating. And now that something has been revealed, because you can magically swim super fast underwater, I guess I'm going all the way out to here. I'm now flagged for PvP because I'm out of the original starter zone. Yay. So underwater combat looks pretty nice. But I can't always breathe underwater. There's probably a PvP flag. Oh no. So I can't breathe underwater. But apparently I have to go way out to sea in the Lake of Solace to fight this guy. So let's see where he's at. He's probably not too far down here. So hey, Buddha. Let's kill you. Little lizard guy with your crazy something or other. He's not gonna live very long, is he? Nope. Find and kill him, and I get Stone Fetish, and that's it. So there we go. Report to Marius Venon at Grampton Station. Let's go ahead and get up in the air beforehand. Grampton Station's over there, so I'm done with this quest area. So for the sake of brevity, I'm just going to do a quick soul recall. What that does is send me back to a place I designate. Mine is currently designated in Defiant City. So there's Regulus, by the way. Oh, I'm evil! Okay, so I am back here. Apparently everyone has clouds around them right now. Not sure why, but they do. But yeah, I guess it's loading or pop-in or something. But yeah, there we go. That's Rift. It's an MMORPG, very much so. But by the same token, it is fully featured and it doesn't cost anything. The expansions don't cost anything. Unlike some other games, you don't have to pay for certain zones or dungeons. Those are all available just by downloading the game. So hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out Rift. Maybe I will see you in game. This is Way to Fail Self with more Steam Roulette. See you next time.